Good morning to you, good morning. I've had to drive all the way to Martizay to find out what the time is because the church clock in Azay-le-Ferron isn't working this morning. How terrible. It's nice to be out early in the morning. I've got quite a busy programme of things to do today. And you get to see things before the hordes of tourists. Not that we have too many hordes of tourists here. That's something that we would benefit from, I think. So this is Martizay. It goes on quite a way up each road. This is sort of one of the bigger small towns here. Very charming, very pleasant, lovely church. It's a strange church because it sort of faces the wrong way-ish, sort of. And it's a town that looks after itself. You know, lovely flower beds. Now, every town could have lovely flower beds if towns didn't spend money repairing vandalism. That's a dig at people from my old hometowns. You know, this is all doable, all possible. Doesn't cost very much. But if you spent your budget replacing windows in the local primary school because the local people threw stones through them, then it becomes difficult, doesn't it? Right, okay, I've got things to do, as I say, busy programme of works today. There's the post office, very important. And on the corner is a small hotel. I've never been in there, so I've never heard anything bad about it. But yes, it's a little hotel. Right, trusty Skoda, let's get busy. Well, good morning to you, good morning. Thursday, 15th of August 2019. And for those who like this sort of thing, it's the Feast of the Assumption, which means it's a public holiday, which is, you know, I think that's a good thing. And today there's a lot going on, but we're going to start with a run into Paulnay because I'm told there's going to be a brocante, a vide grenier in Paulnay. So we'll go and have a look at that. I've got things to do later in the morning, but this is how we're going to start the day. Well, as usual at these events, you end up parking a little bit away from the actual site. That's a lovely old 2CV, isn't it? Is it a 2CV or a Diane? Anyway, whatever it is. Yeah, you park a little bit away and then sort of walk in. Well, people are still getting themselves organised and set up, and it's, you know, the usual sort of things that you expect to see, and then you sort of turn round and there's things that you perhaps don't expect to see. Now look at that, a little grey Fergie. Isn't that absolutely what I need in my garden? You know, a grey Fergie perhaps, or how about a Fordson Super Major? I think for my size garden the Fergie would be better, don't you? Well, I've walked round once and I've been very good. Haven't even touched my wallet. To be honest, I've not seen anything that I particularly need. Well, there's an interesting looking vehicle, isn't it? I'm not sure, is that a Saviem or something? I wonder why it's got a tow bar underneath the front of it. Yes, there's lots of interesting stuff, and you know, if you had a barn that you wanted to fill with all sorts of glorious things, you know, you could very easily here. But you know, I'm not in that business. I feel a need to try and keep mine empty. You know, how many broken chainsaws does a chap need?
Derrière la mairie.
You know, do you need a gas tank for your lawnmower? No, I don't. My lawnmowers have all got gas tanks. But it's interesting, isn't it? It's fascinating to look. Okay, well, I know you all want to know what I actually bought. I didn't buy very much at all, actually, just these 6 rather delightful brand new spare parts of, now railwaymen always describe these as pantographs, although I understand that people that do geometry might explain why perhaps they're not exactly pantographs. But yeah, I was pleased with that, and as with all the things I buy, they were very, very cheap. But they will go a long way to making some of those ratty locomotives I've got look a lot tidier. So yeah, I was pleased with that.